Hello, basketball friends, I'm a Lakers fan and I bring you updated news. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. If we ask Lakers fans who their favorite is, many will say Austin Reaves. Reason: he is cheerful, charismatic and a great player. He had a regular season at the level of a big star, but in the playoffs he lost performance. He may soon choose to test free agency before renewing with the Lakers. According to the statements made by the player, he will choose to be a free agent, that is, if the Lakers do not trade him for a star. Bombshell: Austin Reaves has already decided that he will test free agency and if he receives a high-salary financial offer, he will leave the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have a handful of tasks with which to concern themselves now that the Minnesota Timberwolves cut short the team's first-ever playoff run with Luka Doncic, ending the title dreams of the historic franchise after just 5 games. Among the issues facing LA are what to do about LeBron James' future as he enters the second year of a 2-year contract on which he has a player option and a no-trade clause, as well as how they can cobble together the salary cap space and/or a trade package to acquire a rim-protecting big man who can open up the best parts of Doncic's game. But also high on the list is offering Austin Reaves a contract extension, and hopefully convincing him to sign it, though some of the smartest people covering the NBA don't believe that's at all a realistic possibility. Reaves next fall will enter the 3rd season of a 4-year, $54 million contract that has proven one of the best values in the league after he put up career-high averages in points, 20.2, assists, 5.8, and rebounds, 4.5, in 2024-25. Los Angeles can offer him a new deal this summer, but should Reaves decline and opt out of the final year of his contract in the summer of 2026, he can hit unrestricted free agency at the age of 28 with the potential to earn much more money on his next deal. Sneaky thing to look at: Austin Reaves is extension eligible, and I don't think there's any way he takes the extension the Lakers can offer, which is like 4 years, and $90 million, Zach Lowe of The Ringer said on the Monday, April 28 edition of his podcast. He's gonna go into unrestricted free agency after the 2025-26 season. That reality could argue for LA shopping Reaves as part of a trade deal this summer, which can still work well despite his pending free agency, assuming he can work out a wink-wink agreement with his next team that it will offer, and he will sign a contract extension at a particular value when the time comes. That would up the return the Lakers could expect in their efforts to rebuild the roster in Doncic's image, while also likely catering somewhat to James by removing some of the load off his shoulders as he enters his 23rd NBA season, during which he will turn 41 years old. Rob Pelinka gets real on the Lakers' offseason plans. I think LeBron's gonna have high expectations. While LeBron James' status next season remains unknown, the Los Angeles Lakers are still feeling the pressure to build him a championship roster. In a recent chat with the media, GM Rob Pelinka was open about their approach and explained where their 40-year-old superstar fit into such a critical offseason. LeBron is one of the GOATs of the game, and he's a completely selfless leader. I think we saw that in this playoff series, moving to playing more off the ball and committing to the defensive end, said Pelinka. I think it's just a testament to his championship DNA and character. I think LeBron's gonna have high expectations for the roster, and we're gonna do everything we can to meet those. But I also know that, whatever it is, he's gonna give 100% every night, whether that's scoring, assisting, defending, rebounding, leading. We know that's always gonna be 100%, it never wavers. The Lakers shocked the basketball world when they acquired Luka Doncic from the Mavericks in a blockbuster trade. His arrival sparked a revival for the Lakers, and they went on to dominate for months to secure the 3rd-best record in the West, 50-32. With Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, and head coach J.J. Redick, LeBron was leading the Lakers to inspiring basketball, and they started the first round with confidence in their chances to advance. Now, after losing the series 4-1, the Lakers are considering making major changes to address some of their biggest flaws. It's important to understand this team was able to finish 3rd. When you make a big trade at the deadline, your roster is trying to build an airplane in the sky, said Pelinka. Now we get a chance to land it and see what we have to change. That's what we'll do. When you trade your center for a PG, it's going to create issues. One of our goals is to add size in the backcourt, adding a center. We have a lot of work to do and it will look different next year for sure. Even after 22 seasons, LeBron James' standards are high, and he demands total commitment from the Lakers in pursuit of a championship. With averages of 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game on 51.3% shooting this season, James continues to be a leader both on and off the court, and it's a safe bet that he'll be giving the Lakers advice on how to fix the roster. Rob Pelinka will not trade the Lakers' big three. Between LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic, the Lakers have a star-studded core of elite talent that can compete with the best in the West. Pelinka had to watch as that trio lost in the first round, but he still has faith that they can win it all with enough time and effort. I think those guys have a lot of promise playing together, said Pelinka. We're gonna put in the work to allow that group of guys to win a championship together. With all eyes on the 2025-26 season, the Lakers have their core in place, but now it's time to make the necessary adjustments that will increase their potential as a unit. The first order of business of filling out the front court, which was depleted after they traded Anthony Davis. With just Jackson Hayes and Maxi Kleber, the Lakers had to play small against the Timberwolves, and it limited their effectiveness on the floor. The Lakers can also use some reinforcements on the bench, especially in the backcourt. With another ball handler in the rotation, the Lakers might be able to generate easier shots and relieve some offensive pressure from the big three. Regardless of what happens this summer, LeBron James has big expectations for the 2025-26 season, and the Lakers are committed to helping him build a championship roster that can compete with the best in the West. For early Lakers NBA free agency targets in 2025 offseason, the Lakers can try and address some of their pressing roster concerns this offseason with NBA free agency signings. Following the Los Angeles Lakers' early exit in the opening round of the NBA playoffs at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was evident that the Lakers have pressing roster needs. During a post-playoff elimination media availability, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka vowed to address those needs in the offseason. With NBA free agency coming up in the next few months, the Lakers might be able to address some of those roster needs. For it's important to note that the Lakers will likely be restricted in terms of what they're able to do in free agency. They likely won't have much to spend to make a huge splash. A lot depends on what LeBron James decides to do. The Lakers star can opt out of his contract, as he did last offseason, and re-sign at a possible team-friendly deal, provided that the front office is serious in upgrading the roster. It's also important to note that someone like Miles Turner is nothing but a pipe dream. Lakers fans have been enamored with the Indiana Pacers big man, who is entering unrestricted free agency. But the Lakers do not have the means to sign him. If and when James signs, that leaves the Lakers with little to work with in terms of free agency spending. Aside from James, there's also the question of Dorian Finney-Smith, who also holds a player option for next season. With his anticipated return, that really doesn't leave much to pursue free agents. But even so, there's a few names available that could be had at a price the Lakers would be able to do. Lakers pursue Clint Capella in NBA free agency. The first name on this list is Clint Capella, who is set to hit unrestricted free agency. The 11-year veteran has played his entire career thus far with the Atlanta Hawks, but amid their priorities elsewhere, it appears as if his time with the team is nearing an end. Money could play a factor here in terms of if the Lakers can realistically acquire him. If the price is right and the Lakers have the means in terms of free agent exceptions to sign him, then they should absolutely consider it. Capella's role has gradually been reduced over the past couple of seasons as the Hawks have prioritized the development of Onyeka Okongwu at center. But he's still a capable lob threat, ideal for playing alongside Luka Doncic, and he can help address the Lakers' rebounding woes that popped up against the bigger Wolves. This past season, he appeared in 55 games, including 41 starts, at a little over 21 minutes per game. He averaged 8.9 points, 8.5 rebounds, 1.1 assists, and 1.0 blocked shots. He shot 55.9% from the field on about 7 shots attempts per game. Maybe he's not a starting caliber center anymore, but he can certainly help fortify the bench. Lakers pursue Steven Adams in NBA free agency. Steven Adams is most definitely not a starting center in the NBA anymore, but he's still a quality reserve and has been a strong veteran leader for the young Houston Rockets. And most certainly would be available at a free agency price that is realistic for the Lakers. Frontcourt depth was an issue even before the Lakers traded Anthony Davis. With Davis gone, it was more magnified, especially during their Game 5 elimination when Rudy Gobert absolutely dominated them in the paint. Adams can help counter teams with superior size. Lakers prepare for off-season rebuild after playoff exit. Los Angeles Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka said Thursday the franchise is preparing for a busy summer as the club looks to rebuild its roster after a bitterly disappointing first-round exit in the NBA playoffs. The Lakers bowed out of the postseason in front of their home fans on Wednesday, losing 103-96 as the Minnesota Timberwolves wrapped up an emphatic 4-1 series victory. The manner of the series defeat, the second year running the Lakers have exited in the first round, highlighted the flaws in a squad which had arguably flattered to deceive by finishing third in the Western Conference behind the offensive potency of LeBron James, Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. The arrival in Doncic in February in a jaw-dropping trade from Dallas breathed new life into the Lakers' regular season campaign. But the departure of Anthony Davis in the same deal left the Lakers desperately short of physical heft at both ends of the court, a weakness that was ruthlessly exposed by the Timberwolves and their giant French center Rudy Gobert. Pelinka said Thursday the Lakers had been forced to improvise their roster construction after Doncic's arrival, but now plan to spend the offseason taking a more considered approach to the rebuild with the acquisition of a big man the top priority. When you make a seismic trade at the deadline, it's kind of like trying to build an airplane in the sky, Pelinka told reporters. Need a wellness break? Sign up for the Boost. Stay up to date with the latest health and wellness reads. Now we have a chance to land the plane, put it in the hangar and really try and figure out what we need to retrofit and change, and that's what we'll do. It's very clear that this team and this roster needs more size and needs a center position. That's a very clear and obvious byproduct of trading potentially the best big in the league to Dallas to get a point guard. Of course, that's going to open up a huge hole. And as I said before, the trade deadline and the moments up to it don't allow you the requisite time to explore every single unturned stone to add a big to our roster. We just didn't have the time after the Luka trade. But now we do. Incredible promise. While the 40-year-old James would not confirm on Wednesday how much longer he plans to play in the NBA, Pelinka indicated that he expects the veteran superstar to be part of the Lakers' plans and future alongside Doncic and Reeves. I think those three guys have incredible promise playing together, Pelinka said. And we will collectively do a better job to make sure they're surrounded with the right pieces to have ultimate success. We're going to put in the work to allow that group of guys to win a championship. While some of the tactical and personnel decisions made by the Lakers' rookie head coach J.J. Redick in the Timberwolves series have come under scrutiny, Pelinka said the organization continued to have full confidence in the 40-year-old. He's a great partner to work with, and he has an incredible basketball mind, Pelinka said of Redick. That's exciting for the Lakers and our fanbase for the future. Redick meanwhile hinted he plans to put the Lakers through a grueling off-season fitness regime, stating the squad needed to be in championship shape. Magic Johnson agrees with Brian Windhorst slamming J.J. Redick for immaturely coaching Lakers. After voicing his own concerns about the Lakers, Magic Johnson seems to agree with Brian Windhorst in criticizing J.J. Redick's coaching strategies. The Lakers fans all around the world were stunned after the Timberwolves eliminated them from the playoffs in 5 games of the first round. After the Lakers' final loss in Game 5, Brian Windhorst, the senior NBA reporter for ESPN, summed up why they lost this series. In that process, he listed down 3 key reasons why the Lakers did not fare well in the series. The key focus of his summary became the criticism of J.J. Redick's coaching strategies. Magic Johnson, the Lakers legend, took to social media to claim that he agrees with what Windhorst said on ESPN's Get Up segment.